Donald John Trump was born in Queens, New York in 1946. He was the fourth of 5 children. His father, Fred Trump, was a successful real estate developer. Donald grew up in a wealthy household in Jamaica Estates, Queens. He attended the New York Military Academy, which was a strict boarding school. Trump went on to Fordham University, but later transferred to the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania. He graduated with a degree in economics in 1968. Trump always claimed to be a top student, but some have questioned his academic record. Even as a young man, Trump was known for his ambition and drive. He learned the real estate business from his father and quickly developed a reputation for being a tough negotiator. He was eager to make a name for himself in Manhattan. In 1971, Donald Trump took control of his father's company and renamed it the Trump Organization. He quickly shifted the company's focus to Manhattan, eager to make his mark on the city's skyline. One of his first major projects was the renovation of the Commodore Hotel, which he transformed into the Grand Hyatt New York. This was a huge success and established Trump as a major player in the real estate world. Trump went on to develop other high-profile properties, including Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue and Trump Plaza. He also built casinos in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Trump put his name on everything, becoming synonymous with luxury and success. He also became a fixture in the New York tabloids. Trump's lavish lifestyle and outspoken personality made him a media magnet. He appeared frequently on television and in magazines, cultivating relationships with journalists. He wasn't afraid to brag about his wealth and accomplishments. In 1987, Trump published The Art of the Deal, a part memoir, part business advice book that became a bestseller. The book further cemented Trump's image as a self-made billionaire and introduced his catchphrase, "You've got to think big to be big." Trump's business ventures didn't always go smoothly, and he faced several bankruptcies in the 1990s which tarnished his image. But he always managed to bounce back. He even starred in his own reality TV show, The Apprentice, which introduced him to a new generation and reinforced his image as a successful businessman. Trump's interest in politics began long before The Apprentice. He had considered running for president as early as 1988 and even flirted with a run as a Reform Party candidate in 2000. Trump was a registered Democrat for many years before switching to the Republican Party. He was a vocal critic of President Barack Obama and promoted the birther conspiracy theory, which falsely claimed that Obama was not born in the United States. In 2011, Trump became a leading voice in the Tea Party movement, a conservative populist movement that opposed Obama's policies. Trump's attacks on Obama and his embrace of populist rhetoric laid the groundwork for his own presidential campaign. Section 5, Make America Great Again, the 2016 presidential campaign. In June 2015, Donald Trump announced his candidacy for President of the United States. Few people took him seriously at first. He was a political outsider. He had no experience in government, but Trump tapped into a deep vein of anger and frustration among American voters. Trump's campaign slogan was, "Make America Great Again." His message was simple. America was in decline. He was the only one who could fix it. He promised to bring back jobs. He said he would build a wall on the US-Mexico border. He also vowed to drain the swamp in Washington, D.C. Trump's campaign was controversial from the start. He made inflammatory remarks about women, immigrants and Muslims. He was accused of sexism, racism and xenophobia. But his supporters admired his blunt style. They liked that he was not afraid to speak his mind. Section 6, a presidency like no other, Trump in the White House. Despite trailing in most polls, Donald Trump won the 2016 presidential election. He defeated Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton. It was a stunning victory. It shocked the political establishment. Trump's victory was fueled by a number of factors. These included economic anxiety, cultural resentment, and Clinton's unpopularity. Trump took office on January 20th, 2017. His presidency was unlike any other in American history. He was a political novice. He had no respect for tradition or norms. He governed by instinct and impulse. He was quick to anger. He often lashed out at his critics on Twitter. Trump's presidency was marked by constant chaos and controversy. He fired numerous cabinet members and advisors. He had a contentious relationship with the media. He faced constant accusations of corruption and incompetence. Section 7. Tweets, tariffs and tantrums. Trump's governing style. Donald Trump's governing style was unorthodox, to say the least. He relied heavily on Twitter to communicate with the public. He often used it to attack his opponents. He also made major policy announcements on the platform. Trump's signature policy issue was immigration. He made good on his promise to build a wall on the US-Mexico border. He also implemented a zero-tolerance policy for illegal immigration. This led to the separation of families at the border. Trump also pursued an aggressive trade agenda. He imposed tariffs on goods from China and other countries. This led to a trade war. It hurt American businesses and consumers. Trump's supporters argued that he was standing up for American workers. Section 8. The walls close in, controversies and impeachment. Donald Trump's presidency was plagued by scandals and investigations. He was accused of obstructing justice. This was in relation to the investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 election. He was also accused of using his office for personal gain. In December 2019, the House of Representatives impeached Trump. This was for abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. The impeachment stemmed from Trump's attempts to pressure Ukraine to investigate his political rival Joe Biden. The Senate acquitted Trump on both charges in February 2020. Despite the impeachment, Trump remained popular with his base. He continued to hold rallies around the country. He railed against the deep state and the fake news media. He claimed that he was the victim of a witch hunt. Section 9. A nation divided. Trump's impact on American politics. Donald Trump's presidency had a profound impact on American politics. He deepened the partisan divide in the country. He emboldened white nationalists and other extremist groups. He also eroded trust in democratic institutions. Trump's rhetoric was often divisive and inflammatory. He frequently attacked his opponents. He made false statements. He spread conspiracy theories. This had a corrosive effect on American political discourse. Trump's presidency also highlighted the growing influence of social media in politics. He used Twitter effectively to bypass traditional media outlets. He spread his message directly to his supporters. This created an echo chamber. It made it difficult to have a shared understanding of reality. Section 10. The legacy of Donald Trump. An unfinished story. Donald Trump left office on January 20th, 2021. He was defeated for re-election by Joe Biden. Trump's legacy is complex and contested. He was a polarizing figure. He left the country deeply divided. Trump's supporters view him as a successful businessman. They say he was a strong leader who challenged the status quo. They credit him with appointing conservative judges. They also like his tax cuts. Trump's critics view him as a demagogue. They say he was a threat to American democracy. They point to his attacks on the media and the judiciary. They also criticize his handling of the COVID-19 pandemic. It is still too early to say what Trump's long-term impact on American politics will be. His presidency was a tumultuous period in American history. It is a period that will continue to be debated for years to come.